Welcome back to Izz-Monsters.
And welcome to Izzmonsters.
Welcome back, everybody. This is version 2. We will be covering holographics today, aka holos, and in some communities, people like to call them foils, but I just don't like that term.
Gum wrapper paper sometimes on those, maybe. I don't know, but they shine, and I know that you're sure to like it. We're going to be going over these holos today, and even also not just holos, but just over the cards themselves, non-holos as well, seeing the difference in each of the cards, showcasing the shininess and or the artwork. You guys are in for a show.
And as you can see down in the bottom corner, the word origins used to be placed right above the Ish crystal indicator. But that has thus changed to the newer versions.
Small revisions shown on this one. That's the improvements that we've been working on, because detail is everything. You gotta have those small details. It really definitely makes a difference.
Looking at a hairline.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the appeal on the cards, but you can see the appeal on the cards, man. You want to check out the new design, the different colors we use for the different cards. It's just the details, man.
Yeah, big shout out to the game crafter. I do have to say that these cards are looking magnificent.
Yup, game crafters.
Definitely shining in the dark as a diamond should. I'm sorry, as a crystal should. Because these are not all diamonds, but
so we have this one right here. Definitely Farragoon, of course.
One of the first Izzmonsters ever to be turned into a holographic, and now being featured as an actual holographic card. That's right.
Yes, because in the past, we've actually worked on this, making it holographic through lamination processes and printing processes with foil paper, and nevertheless, we've got good specimens of that. But definitely, Game Crafters has made our dream a little more official, if you will.
Most definitely.
Yeah, the cards look great. They look great.
Indubitably. So, when you first start off with your Izzmonster deck, you usually want to separate it, between your Izz crystals and your Izzmonsters / phenomenas. And, not everybody does things the same, so, we can't say that you have to do that. But we recommend that you do that, okay? It'll make things easier. Just playing.
No, yeah, you definitely, just go with the flow. Go with the flow of your deck, man. The gameplay is definitely becomes more awesome as the game progresses. So it's really a great strategy exercise for the brain, and at the same time, you get to enjoy the creativity and beauty of the cards, and finding and discovering new combos and things that work together that us, the creators, still haven't even found out yet.
Still yet to discover.
So that's your job. So take a look at this. Is Crystal Orange right here, man.
And that there is the well, I guess you could disregard that. There used to be the orange indication swirl. Just something I was putting on there for prototype purposes. But we're not going to discuss that any further. We're going to go ahead and slide.
And the claw can't. Oh, fumble! Oh no!
What the fumble?
Oh, with the recovery, the claw is not working. I don't know. It just.
Like I was saying,
the
slide
claw.
this bad boy out the case, because the sleeve, for some reason, just takes a bit of the justice from the shine and luster and beauty from the card. So let's just slide it out and have a look here.
All right. Would you look at that? Boy, she's a beauty.
I think we all just need a moment of silence.
Yes, that shines very bright, very nicely. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
And it's definitely our masterpiece, because we now get to look at our drawings basically come to life and be a playable card. Not necessarily even just playable, but a valuable card, you know?
right.
A valuable tool, you know what I'm saying, to activate your brain chakras, you know? So you can, you know,
Stay
man,
aligned and enlightened out here.
it is absolutely,
And
yep,
the
thank
way
you.
that we should be, you know what I'm saying?
Words right out of my mouth, bro.
Because the way that the world is nowadays, you know what I'm saying? People, we all just need a game right now. It's the game we all been waiting for, you know what I'm saying? Sidra right here standing on top of the world just to clarify that, you know, in this moment in time right now.
You got 3+ shifts any direction, you know, it's all about shifting. Life is about shifts, you know, it's like, you know, nothing changes, everything just shifts, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta go roll with the shifts, man, you know.
right.
It's all about positioning in life, and not just positioning. Positioning is the same thing as perception.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Your perception, everything is about your perception. So, you know, man, make sure that, you know, you're shifting your perception all the time with enlightenment and with enlightenment and, you know, discipline, man, and, you know, just understanding and going with the flow. So I'm just saying, this game is so much more than just, you know, these monsters here. You know, it's definitely a game that just wants to teach you to constantly stay critically thinking about life, and, you know, and basically knowing your positions, you know what I'm saying? Knowing, you know, like knowing how to shift amongst and navigate, you know what I mean?
That's right.
So you can get to your goals, man. So, you know, you gotta have your crystals aligned if you want to win in this game, man. You could tell sometimes if people crystals are, I mean, their chakras aren't aligned, excuse me. Then, hey, you know what I'm saying? You could tell if you're off or not. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it shows. It definitely shows.
Yes. So we want to teach you about those things through this game.
Most definitely.
But take a look at Slug Gorilla here. That is a slug mixed with a gorilla. You've never seen that anywhere else but Izzmonsters.
I can guarantee that.
All right, Crimson Dragon. All right, okay. The Izz attack and Izz guard is Maney. He's definitely a boss monster. You're gonna want him on your team.
Legendary.
Okay, but he takes 2 red Izz crystals. Just know that.
But although he does take 2, you can relinquish 1 in order to activate a phenomena. So
okay, nice.
Yeah, he's definitely a contender out there.
That card right there is Elemental. Definitely a holo. You know, he powers up. He got a great effect, you know, and he's definitely one of the boss monsters in your deck as well.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he may not be seen in the Origins edition. But we're still debating that right now. We're debating that. He might just end up in a special pack, or he may be an exclusive card. We're not sure. But we'll see. We'll see what the future holds.
Well, Crest Keeper's defense is 250, which is solid on the map. That boy can defend a lot of attacks, man. Herc Spartan right here with his 240 defense is pretty hefty as well. But, you know, as it goes, he still takes 2 black Izz crystals. Not a bad thing, but just know that, you know, because, I mean, just know that. I'm sure they know about having a certain amount of crystals in your deck, right?
Yeah, you could have 3 colors
Brazelmander
in your deck. No less than 3. Yeah.
3 in your Izz crystal deck. And your Izz crystals deck, how many cards can you have in it?
For Izz crystals, you can kind of go crazy with that. It's all kind of depending upon what the player wants, you know, because some cards do require, you know, 2 crystals to bring a monster out and whatnot. You can add extra crystals to your deck if you want to do things like that. But if not, you can keep it, you know, true and genuine and original, and put 1 crystal for each Izzmonster into your deck. But like I said, you can add more if you want.
So what's the limit though? Like, because is there a limit to the deck I can have, or a limit to the amount of crystals I can use in my crystal deck? Like, I can have 60 crystals if I want. And only of 3 colors.
If you have 60 crystals, more or less, you'll need 60 Izzmonsters as well. So you kind of get what I'm saying. There's 1 crystal for each monster or phenomena here.
So there's no limit, basically, to how much you can put in there.
How much you can fit in your deck, how much you want in your deck, how much Yeah, you know, like we said, with Izzmonsters, we want to keep it sort of a game that doesn't limit you, you know. So there aren't too many limits, you know. We really press on the idea that simplicity is measured by complexity. Okay, so we do keep Izzmonsters fairly simple. You know, it's relatively easy to pick up and play. Yet, it is very challenging enough for those more advanced players who are looking for something, you know, a little more challenging and stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely
Well, is there a minimum?
the minimum I would say is 30.
Okay, so you can go with the minimum and okay. And that's 30 just is crystals though. Like, what about his monsters? Is there a minimum or a maximum for that?
Well, like I said, it's all kind of up to the player, but the basics are you need one crystal for each monster or phenomena. So if you have 30 monsters or phenomena, you would want at least 30 is crystals. Kind of get it?
And okay,
Or
yep.
more, or more. Like I
Okay,
said,
and what
depending on
and no, and you can only have 3 colors or more
you. Yep. The least is
of
3.
is crystals.
That is correct.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
hmm
Good to know.
So just like Cropateer here, you know, he has no shifts, but once per turn, you can discard one of your white is crystals in order to allow him to move. See?
Use their effects to your advantage. So Burra, yep, he's just a solid, just a solid beater. But he has a cool little effect, you know.
He's a straightforward runner, but
Yeah, he can shift any direction if you possess 2 is crystals red.
see.
Okay.
So, yeah, a lot of his monsters might seem not so strong by themselves, but you know, in the right settings or with the right pairs, they can be real detrimental.
Yeah, Yakules, that's bruh, he is a staple.
What
That
do we,
boy is a staple right there.
what do we always say?
You can stop any one shift. Huh?
What do we say? We call yak back.
Yup, exactly, bruh. This is yak back.
You know the yak back.
Yes, sir.
Stopping a shift out here, and he can stop 2 if you discard an extra is crystal.
That's pretty cold, man.
Yeah.
That's a great effect, man. It definitely plays. It's a game maker or breaker, man. He definitely a staple.
And next we have a holographic Serene Solace. And as long as this card remains on the field, your opponent cannot attack your is points unless they choose to discard 1 is crystal from their hand per attack.
That is cold.
Is what I call a staple.
Yes.
That's
And so is this. Definitely you're gonna want to disengage in your deck.
Another one, yes. These are definitely 2 cards you would want to draw in your initial 7. That way you have the upper hand at the game.
Yes, sir.
And next we have a holographic Izlantian Raptor. Probably by far the strongest is monster in the game so far, coming in with a solid 280 attack and a 260 is guard. And look at that. 3 shifts all around. You can discard 1 is crystal from your hand to add +1 shift any direction. And you see here, I actually made a small typo. It's supposed to be +1. But anyway, +1 direction shift. And Izlantian Raptor can only be relegated by battle. Just look at how the blue shines against the black. I don't know. It just kind of makes me think of the opponent's eye when Izlantian Raptor's done with him. Next, we have Hell Dweller. Perhaps, can't even describe what you can't see, right? But, man, those nails and fingers. All right. Solar Genie Dragon, non-hollow. Then we have a Dark Formation. And just as a side note, a lot of these cards that you see uncolored will be colored for the beta release. So, Keep a lookout, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Dark Formation is the one you don't want to mess with.
Mm-hmm.
Because that thing, man.
Amphibia, that's my boy. Yes, sir. Every time that boy has a successful attack, you get to draw one card and one is crystal, bro.
Ooh-wee.
It's cold, man.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. You could always appreciate a card that lets you acquire more is crystals.
All the time. Or, yeah, and Izzmonsters.
Or monsters. That's
yeah,
right.
man, plus ones, you already know.
All day. Another King Diamond Crest non-hollow.
Mm-hmm.
The one mummy you don't want to awaken. Because he definitely powers up from other Izzmonsters that are like him. Next we have a holographic made in nature. Alright. And this is another one that you probably want to have in your initial 7. Because as long as made in nature remains on the field, every Izzmonster you control gains an additional Izz attack plus 20 and Izz guard plus 20.
Staple.
Woo!
Staple.
That's yeah.
And here goes another staple, Diamond Teeth Dragon.
Yeah, buddy.
You know, that's definitely a staple, man.
Just solid all around. Look at that. 230 is attack. 230 is guard.
Mm-hmm. Plus 3 ships any direction, bro. He is a threat on the field. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, when you start playing the gameplay, you'll see. You'll notice monsters very fast. Like,
yeah.
you know, okay, he's definitely a big contender. You know.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's then you find other monsters with effects. You know what I'm saying? That definitely plays a big part. You know, striped inverted sail. So I'm just saying. And or one of our most favorite ones, bruh. Yes, sir. My most beloved.
Once you see,
bro, he may be coming in at 180 is attack and 220 is guard, but bro, it's bad. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
2 crystals. He taking 1 off bat.
Yep. If you have 2 of the same color crystals, you get to destroy one of the color of their crystals, which also destroys the monster attached to that crystal. So Crystal Reaper, when he comes out, all the Izzmonsters shudder, especially if you have multiple colors. I mean, multiple of the same color. You see, because man, you better make sure he keep multiple colors on lock. You know, I mean the same colors, not multiple colors. Excuse me, on lock. So you better have multiple colors in your deck,
right?
Because he will make you pay.
Yeah, you will. Cringe.
And it's once per turn, and he ain't even did nothing but sit there and just stare at you.
Yeah.
Dream Eater. Oh man, he is a pest. Look at that. 3 ships forward, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, he gets put by your opponent's relegation pile if he gets relegated and inflicts minus
20 per turn is points.
To your is
Yep.
Now,
so
cold.
if you kill this little dude, if you destroy this little dude,
relegate,
man. If you relegate this dude, it's man, it's gonna be a bit of a headache.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Add that with dark formation. Oh, man, see combos.
We ain't we ain't even ran yet. There's so many out there. Serene Solace.
No, bro, I ran it on you, sir.
Oh,
you remember that?
Oh, you have. That is right.
Yeah.
Well, it won't happen again. And just like we have Elemental Orc here, when he gets relegated, you actually relegate the top 2 Izz crystals
of your opponent's deck, boy. So when he goes out, oh yes, you got to take 2 off the top of the Izz crystal deck and throw them straight in relegation. You don't get to use them or anything. You just get to look at them. And guess what? You're gonna be hurting if it's a Izz Crystal Infinity.
I was just gonna say that literally.
And look at my boy Elemental.
Yeah.
Elemental, he gets powered up for each Izz crystal on both sides of the field.
Yeah.
You know, defense on your, attack on your side and defense on your opponent's side. That's when increase however many crystals they have.
Yeah.
Or you have.
So yeah, definitely. Like I said, we're still working him out right now, but you will see him in the game. We have another Galaxis. one eye is a star, the other is a moon. No,
He's
one
a
eye
divine.
is a sun. Yeah, he's
Divine type.
definitely a trippy thing.
That defense is ridiculous. Okay, I'm just saying that, man. You would be surprised. It don't look like much, but when you play him on the field, I'm telling you,
Oh yeah.
telling you that defense, bro. He's a straight defender.
Galactus definitely holds his own out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
He also gets powered up too, so hey.
Yeah. Like I said, if you could find the right deck to put him in, with the right combos to associate him with.
See that, Piranha? See, I just noticed, that's actually a blue Izz crystal. He takes a blue Izz crystal. If you see down in the right corner, every single card has the color in the corner, and that's what Izz crystal it takes. So if you don't have that color in hand, you cannot spawn him at all. So unless you have an Izz crystal infinite,
the infinite, right?
that can spawn any
color.
Izz monster, period. Yep.
And Para here can actually attack twice.
That's cold. Yep.
Yeah, if you get multiple Paras out there, just like real piranhas, they doing real damage.
Ice Poseidon. Yes, sir.
Ooh,
drawn by yours truly. I remember.
This can be your savior.
Yep.
Definitely.
Discard 3 Izz crystals from your hand to relegate one of your opponent's monsters. Izzmonsters. Yep. So, hey, I could just chuck 3 of them I don't need and just, have to get rid of that good old Atlantean Raptor one time.
Or whatever maybe threatening.
Or maybe Sidra, or maybe, Diamond Teeth. Who knows?
But yeah, you give up those 3 crystals.
Yep.
Or 2.
Yep.
How many ever
Sometimes it could make or break the game, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It all depends. It all depends, man. But the gameplay is definitely fun. It's very exciting. It's not slow. It's fast, and you're always thinking. You're always thinking because it's like chess. In a way, it's like chess
mixed with Uno.
Mixed with a bunch of flavors from a lot of different card games, I guess you can say. Yeah. But to create its own flavor, like we just have our own flavor with the gameplay, and it is very fresh and unique.
And fun.
Yes, it's definitely fun. Like, you definitely want to get out there and play again. I enjoy it, and I'm an avid card player. I come from, playing a bunch of different card games. Growing up as a child, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know what I'm saying? You name it, man. They got DBS, Final Fantasy now. Digimon. I remember when Digimon was out. I'm just saying, I used to play them. I actually played them, and now a lot of the card games inspired us. So this is drawings from when we were young, and we just literally just said, hey, we gonna start putting them on cards and giving them effects, create a fun card game / board game, because you gotta have a board. It's the spaces right there. You can't just throw this on the ground and just play it like that. Like, unless again you're just such an avid player that we know where the spaces are, like kind of like how it used to be on Yu-Gi-Oh. Back in the day, you could see. But y'all have a good one. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Stay enlightened. And it is what it is.
It is what it is.